Hey FlossTube, I'm Kathleen and this is Stitchuation Normal episode 25. And it's May! And it's Sunday! Why am I here on Sunday? Today is the only day that I can film and I couldn't miss a visit with you guys. So I had to film today because I'm doing online learning still with the kids. And if you remember, I'm not going to talk too much about COVID, but if you remember Ontario, I'm in Ontario, Canada, just so everyone knows. We are in a provincial lockdown and we can only get groceries. That's all we can really do. So we are doing online learning. I made it through week 2 somehow, and well, because it was only like a week and a half, it wasn't really 2 full weeks of online learning, but we're making it through. The boys are doing well. My husband's doing well. We're all doing well. I wanted to do a special shout out this video to my non-stitchy sister. If you've watched my videos, you know I talk about my non-stitchy sister. She just left her job to go back to work as a respiratory therapist because right now, I've mentioned last video, our hospitals are at capacity and there's a shortage, and she, like I said, she's a respiratory therapist and this is a respiratory virus, so there is a need. So she is back working as a respiratory therapist in the ICU. If you don't know what respiratory therapists do, they are literally at the head of every bed of every COVID patient working. They do the intubations and they work the ventilators and they basically try their best to give their patients more time so that their bodies can heal and then they can breathe on their own again. So she is seeing a lot and she is doing a lot, and I just wanted to give her a special shout out because she's doing amazing, and all I have to complain about is online learning, and she has a lot she could complain about but she doesn't. So shout out to all the RTs and all the frontline workers out there. You guys are doing amazing. I know it's a little different. I know a lot of people that watch are maybe from the States, so you're in a different situation, but like our children's hospital is opening up to adults, which has never happened before. So it is a real problem, and my sister is doing amazing work, and I just wanted to recognize her because I don't feel like respiratory therapists get much credit, and right now this is their job. They are doing so much. They're in like overtime. They are in the deepest, darkest part of this virus. So shout out to them. Hug an RT. When the virus is over, we're gonna go hug all the RTs. So that's the life update. Nothing really else that I can think of other than this is a weird thing, but I was really excited about it, even though you guys are gonna think I'm just nuts. So sometimes I sing songs, like just regular songs, but I change the words to stitching, or my cat's name, or I'll say Mew, which is weird, but I'm sure there's other people that do that out there. But I was singing that Chumbawamba song, Knocked Down, is that what it's called? What is it called? Tub thumping, that's what it's called. And you know, I get knocked down, but I get up again, okay? So then there's like the one part where it goes a little bit higher, and I changed the words to stitching the night away. I couldn't stop singing it, so just in case you wanted that song stuck in your head, there you go. And also you can insert the word stitching. So I thought I would let you guys all know on that song hack, you can just add stitching in at that point if you wanted to. Okay. Yeah, we got silly way earlier than I thought we would in this video. Okay, I have so much. I have 2 fully finished objects, 1 finished object, 4 WIPS, tons of haul, not tons, but a good amount of haul, fun haul, and really fun stitch kindness. So I think it's a little bit enabling. If you stick around for that part, it's gonna be very enabling. Okay, I'm a bad girl. I did not prepare a Mom's Minute or a Save the Stitches this week, because I'm not saving any stitches because I'm just staying at home. So my son is still working on his little whale project. He got maybe 12 more stitches in, so I didn't think that was worth sharing with you guys, but he does love working on it, and he's getting better. It's really hard for me though sometimes when he like crosses his X's the wrong way and I'm like, don't do that, but like it's so hard for him to like find the right hole that I'm just like, whatever. You know, that's me with my control issues, right? Like most people I'm sure are just like, yeah, keep going, you're doing great, and I'm like, but I don't say anything. I'm getting better, right? Okay, so comments from last week. Thank you to everyone who checked out that podcast, What's Your Story? The one that featured my story about the loss of a parent, and a lot of you shared that you have experienced the loss of a parent, some of you both parents, and it was so nice to hear from you and feel your love, because you guys sent me some love, and there's something about knowing that there's other people that have gone through it and seeing them functioning that gives you a little bit of hope almost, like, oh, they've gone through that and I see them and they are okay. Like, okay, right? Like it's, you can't see the pain, but you know, they're still functioning, and that's all you can hope for, is to just be able to continue to function. So thank you to everyone who left a comment about that. Some other comments. Oh yeah, I don't know how it came out last week. Well, I was talking about my stash, like my haul, and then I referenced my stash, my mustache, and you guys left me some really funny comments, and I realized that I am in very good company. So my mom, she left a comment, she's like, I didn't notice you had a mustache. And Mom, you're the one that took me to get it sugared for the first time, which thank you, because it needed to be, but I just love that you don't remember that. I guess it's been like 18 years since that happened, but either way. Yeah, okay, that was the comments, and then no Mom's Minute. So let's get into the fully finished objects. I'm gonna start with the smaller one and then the more exciting one next. Okay, so my youngest is in kindergarten. In Ontario, we have junior kindergarten and senior kindergarten. So I think in the States you might call it preschool. I know in other parts of Canada, there's just kindergarten, and it's just, or you don't even do kindergarten, I don't know. So we have junior kindergarten and senior kindergarten. So my youngest is in senior kindergarten, and his teacher, who was his teacher the year before, like when he was in regular kindergarten, became his senior kindergarten teacher, but then she got really sick. And so he had another teacher come in and take over, and he loved that first teacher, but he loved this second teacher, and they were on online learning, and she was like, okay, so today's my last day because Miss Beep is done and she's back, and so I just wanted to say goodbye to you all, and I love you all. And like my son like hit his microphone button, and he's like, but, and she's like, what is it? And he's like, but I love you. And he just started crying his little eyes out, and she was so good. She was like, well, I love you too. And you know what? This isn't goodbye. It's just take care for now. And she was really sweet. I can't remember what she said because I was like trying not to cry myself. So I decided, well, we always do a teacher gift. And so I thought maybe we can't go anywhere, we can't buy anything, so I should probably just stitch her something. So her name's Miss Friend. I feel like I can tell you that, but how cute is that name for a kindergarten teacher? She was so patient with them. So I just made like a little pixel people for her. This is not what her hair actually looks like, but she likes to wear ponytails, and I just couldn't get a ponytail to look normal on here. So I was like, I hope you like side swept bangs, because that's what you're getting. But I put a little ruler. I don't know if you can tell that's a ruler, and a little apple, and then I stitched her name in. So I love this frame because it reminded me of like the old teacher's desk. They were made of like this kind of wood. So yeah, and it is a frame. So there's like a little, and it's about to burst because I didn't want to cut it and like glue it down. I don't know why, but I thought maybe if she doesn't like this frame, she can put it in a frame she likes if I keep all the fabric. So this is my first fully finished object, Miss Friend. And then my second one, oh, you guys are gonna be excited. I'm excited, maybe I'm projecting. Okay, so if you remember, I'm gonna show you a before picture of a sled that I thrifted, and I have my Home for Christmas piece and the fabrics, and this is what I've done with it. Can you see? Like, this is the sled, and here is Home for Christmas. So I put it on sticky board. This is by Little Dove Designs, and I will link the pattern in the description. So I what do you call it, matted it? No, well, I did mat it, but I put it on like the sticky board, and that was so hard. I don't have the patience. I spent 2 hours just doing like this and this. Like, is that normal? Because that felt like a long time trying to get this centered and everything. And then I had this red fabric from Needlework. It came in that, I thought I was gonna use a glittery fabric for this, but it just didn't go. It was too much. So I went with this just plain red, and I feel like it looks so good. I painted the sled. I was painting my bathroom. This is bathroom paint. It's a little glossy, but I was just like, if I don't do this now with this bathroom paint, this is never gonna get painted. So I painted this, and then I glued it on, and now I'm kind of stuck because I feel like it needs a little more, like, so, and there's like holes on the side, so I can put like a string in here for like if I maybe like maybe like this. I have this. So like, should I put that in here? Or like maybe just a little bow here. And then my other question for you guys is I have this that I thought maybe would this look nice on here like this? Should I like glue the, do I need to like look up a Vana tutorial? Like I don't really know how to put it on. I imagine it's like this and then you cut it. That's what I think I've seen. And then you glue, do I glue it with like tacky glue or with a glue gun? Like, so that's what I'm thinking. And should I do this? Does this look better? Does this make it pop a little more? And then maybe like a red bow, like a little, or maybe, my mom said bells. My mom loves this, by the way. She FaceTimed me like just after I finished and she was like, oh, she just thought this looked so good. So let me do a close-up for you guys. And if you remember, if you've been around for more than one video, I'm sure I've talked about how I picked a fabric that was too light and I had to go over every white part with like a silvery DMC diamond. But there it is. And it looks so good, like the glitter. Like it was so much work, oh my gosh. But I'm so glad I did it. I'll never do it again, but I'll do it again for like a smaller piece, but there it is. So let me know what you think. I'm so excited I'm gonna have this for Christmas because if it wasn't for March Stitchy Madness, I wouldn't have this done because that took so long. I can't believe how long that took to finish it. I thought it would be like, oh, like another couple days of stitching. It was like a solid week of stitching, so. Okay, so that's my fully finished object, sort of fully finished. I just need some advice. So do we put the trim in? Like, cause also like, I don't know how to get that little fabric in. And like some on my corners, they're not perfect. So I'm very new to finishing, obviously. I'm more of like a put it in a frame girl, but I had to put this one on this sleigh. And I'll probably put it on this shelf, like when it's Christmas time. So I'm wearing a sweater today and I'm so hot. I should not have done it. Well, I opened the window, but then I could hear the neighbors talking and it's like right there. So you would have heard them talking. And as we know, I get very distracted by sounds. So it was just a no. It was going to be a no for the window. And also it should have been a no for the sweater, but okay. And then I have a fully finished object. It's the Birds of a Feather Soweth sampler. And I finished it. Okay, if you remember, I switched out this, like this is a color that I chose, and this is a color that I chose, this like little row. I switched it out. I was doing the call for DMC, but it just did not match the chart, so I wanted it to match better, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. So if you look here, you can see the date. The date is stitched 1/1 on this linen. This is a mystery linen that I didn't know what it was. And then my initials are in there too. So I didn't know what to do, like how you were supposed to do them, because here are the initial spots, 1, 2, 3. So I did like KK, like my first and last name initials, and then I did my middle initial down here, which is M for Magella. And that's the truth. My middle name is Magella, and it is my mother's name, my grandmother's name. So yes, that is how we got that. So K, K, and then an M, because I didn't know. I'm like, or it could be like K, no, I don't know. I didn't want to overthink it because I was overthinking it. So I just was like, just do it this way. So yeah, I'm not quite sure how to finish it. I think I would just like to put it in like a square frame, but we'll see. The hardest part for me was the vines, because there's 2 different colored greens in the vines, and it was hard to landmark, and I'm a real landmark stitcher, so that's that one. I don't know how I was able to do all this, honestly, because when I'm doing the online learning, I am like sitting right next to one of my kids at every moment. So it's been therapeutic. That's what it's been. It's been helping me get through it all. So then I was working on, I worked only a couple, I think only one day on Riley Harbor. I think it was just yesterday. Riley Harbor by Kathy Barrick. And I almost finished this house. And then I put a few lines in on this whale. This whale's a big whale. It's gonna be a lot. So this, if you remember, this was, I'm doing this on, sorry. Forgot to give you the information. This is a piece of 18 count Fiddler's Light, And I'm stitching with the called for DMC, but I switched out the water for, this is called Clouds by Almond M&Ms. And this is a hand dyed, the whale color, excuse me, is a hand dyed by Rolanda. And I think it's number 47 or 43. I should double check that. Maybe 46. Ooh, that's not good. We'll figure it out and I'll tell you. And I'm loving how it looks, the variegation in it. So that's like only a little bit that I did on this, but this one's gonna get bumped to the top. So if you remember last week, I said I'm working on a 3-day rotation. I work for 3 days on something and then I move on to the next thing. And the Miss Friend piece ended up kind of cutting in a little bit on this one. So it didn't get as much love, but I'm gonna put it to the top of my next cycle. So it's maybe starting tonight. Actually, no. Starting tonight, I should probably do this one because as we know, most of us know, well, I don't even know who's hosting it. Oh shoot, but it's Blackbird Designs weekend. So you're supposed to stitch on a Blackbird Designs piece, but I already started working on this one again. So here's my next WIP. WIP means work in progress, in case you're watching and you don't know what the heck I'm saying. Strawberry Fields Forever by Blackbird Designs. I'm stitching it on a 28 count light taupe Lugana, and I just opened it for some reason, even though I had it in the perfect position. And this is what I got done. So if you remember, I was working with Merritt Crawford. We were hosting the Strawberry Fields Forever sale, hashtag Strawberry Pickin' 21 sale. And oh my gosh, it's so fun. So okay, so let me just talk about this, then I'm gonna talk about the stitch along. Okay, so I chose lighter grays than the chart. The chart I felt was too dark. You can't really tell, I guess, when I'm holding it like this. Maybe you can. I just lightened them up a little bit. I'm using the DMC, the called for DMC, not the Fancy Floss, which is Gentle Arts and Week Style Works. I'm not using those at all. And I'm loving how it's looking. So I finished this, no, I finished this, I did all of this, and I switched out the blue, because this was a blue color that I had tried, but it just didn't work the way I wanted it to, and then I got some strawberries in. This border is so fun. Putting these strawberries in is so fun, and how cute are the colors of them? Yeah, it's a really fun chart to do. So I might do this again tonight because of Blackbird weekend, and it's Sunday, so it's still kind of the weekend, but I don't know. Who knows? I'm just gonna go, I'm gonna wander to whatever my heart brings me to. Oh, and so I think I told you before, Anna from Stitch Toolbox sent me this because she's stitching along Riley Harbor. And so I finally put my floss on the Floss Guards because I'm getting there, I'm putting them on, but because I had the fancy floss, I was like, okay, I better put it on a nice thread drop. And look, it's got the ship and like the little map with all the water. So fun. So yeah, I wanted to show you that I'm getting organized and being a good girl. Okay. Oh yeah, and then Strawberry Fields Forever. So we're doing our strawberry picking sale, which if you don't know what that is, it is just pick any chart that you want that has strawberries in it and then follow the hashtag. And if you don't know, like if you're not familiar with Instagram at all, or you don't know what that even means, you can just, if someone puts the hashtag on their picture, they post a picture on Instagram and they use that hashtag, then you can search and you can see them all. So these are just so you have an idea what it looks like, these are the Strawberry Pickin' 21 Sal photos, and they're really fun. So you can see all the different strawberry projects, and it's great inspiration and super enabling. So, okay, my next WIP is Little Women, because I got to do a little bit on this because it'll never get done unless I do a little bit every so often. So Little Women by Michael Jolly, and here's what I've done. So I added in some of Meg's dress here and here, and I finished this poof of her sleeve, or her, I think it's a snood, it's like her like wrap. Like this thing. So I'm so focused on getting like a page done, which would be like, this would be the page. I've done a little bit on other pages, but But then I'm like, should I just like move over to the side and like finish one little woman, or should I don't know. I don't know, but I'm loving how it's looking. I still have to backstitch. I have not attempted a single backstitch yet. We'll get there. And there's beads too, but I haven't done the beads, of course. And then my last WIP is, it is the Made to Create Sal by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. And the fourth part was just revealed, but I'm not there yet. I'm still finishing part 2. So this is what I've got. I finished my R, and I've started in the huge measuring tape. And I made a mistake over here somewhere. I don't know where, because everything still looks good, but I know that I did because something doesn't add up, and so I can't landmark this measuring thing, so I have to just count the measuring tape as I go, which is so intimidating, but it's so fun. Look, there's a little floss and a paintbrush and a hoop and a quilting star and the scissors and a little diamond painting, and there's everything. So I think it's gonna say create because the new letter that came out is a C. And yeah, I'm excited to keep working on it, just a little bit here and there. It's fun to like use those colors, the bright colors, and I feel creative when I'm stitching on it, so. And I don't know where this came from, but I just found it on the table after I showed all my WIPs, so we have a mystery, and we know how I feel about mysteries. I just want them solved all the time. Okay, so where are we, guys? Where are we? We went, I think that's all my WIPs, yeah. So then I have haul. My husband is expecting a package, and like every day when I get the mail, it's just cross-stitch stuff. And he's like, how do you have so many things coming? And I'm like, I don't know. I just keep clicking buy, add to cart. So, okay, the first thing I got was the Prairie Schooler Reindeer Roundup. I had to have this. It was very reasonably priced. So I found this new shop in Brighton, Ontario. I'm sure some of you know it, but if you don't, I'm gonna add a link to the shop. It's called Knowledge and Needles, and Anne runs the shop. I think when it's not COVID, you can go in person and check out her shop. I think it's at her home, actually, and it has certain hours you follow on the website, but I ordered it from her, and she has really great Facebook presence. That's what got me. I was like, okay. I was following all the Ontario shops I could find on Facebook, and then she kept posting all the new things she was putting in her shop, and so I was like, okay, let's see what she's got. And then I was like, okay, I need to get Reindeer Roundup. I think it was like $9 Canadian, and I was like, okay, yeah. So I'm looking forward to stitching this. And it even came with these two little mini Prairie Schoolers. I really like this one. And this one is, I don't know what it is. Pears? No, why would that be a pear? Well, there's pears in the background, but then it looks like a peach, and now I don't know. Is it a pear, or is it a peach? Or is it none of that? Maybe it's just oranges. Well, anyway, so check out that shop. That's an Ontario shop, like I said, in Brighton. And then I found 2 Canadian Etsy shops that, okay, the first one is, I know, I need to calm down, but I'm so excited because like this stuff arrived and I had no one to get excited about with, so like I've been waiting to tell you guys about it. This one is from, the shop's name is Fizz Pop Quilts on Etsy, and they are in Peterborough, Ontario. And it's more of a, like a vintage shop almost, but not quite vintage, like not super old, but old. It's not really new. It's not a shop that has new stitch stuff in it, really. Like it's more dated stuff, which is fine because there's a lot of great stuff, and like has some Mirabilia, some Victorian sampler stuff. Like it has really good stuff in it, but the charts I got were a little bit older, and I know that they have a lot more quote-unquote vintage charts. They're not, people call things vintage that aren't actually vintage, so. But anyways, Fizz Pop Quilts on Etsy. I will link their shop. First thing I ordered is Designs by Charlotte Apple Sampler. I just love all the letters. I love the apples. We have an apple tree at my house. I know I've flexed about it a lot. I'm not sure if we're getting apples on it this year. We did not get them last year, but we did the year before. So hopefully we get them this year because I love making apple pie and apple crumble and apple sauce and apple juice and apple everything. So how cute is this chart? Very reasonably priced as well at this shop. And then the other one I got was Alphabet Blocks, The Whole Kit and Caboodle by Carriage House Samplings, which is this one. I guess I should have just taken it out of here. I don't know why I kept it in this protective sheet. There we go. So I'm gonna like move it closer so you can see all the, we have A is angel, B is bird, C is cat, D is deer, E is elephant, F is farm, G is goose, H is horse, I is in, J is jump, K is keys. Oh, I really like the K. I really like the K. Let's see if I can read it while I'm showing you. Okay, K is keys, L is lion, M is mermaid, yes. N is needles, O is octopus, oh I like the octopus too. P is peacock, Q is queen, R is rainbow, S is squirrel, T is thread, yeah we need that one. L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U is upstream, V is Valentine, W is willow, X is X stitch for cross stitch, that one's for us guys. And yellow jacket, Y is for yellow jacket, Z is for zebu. Is that right? I've never even heard of that. Oh, I sound stupid, but I haven't heard of that. And yeah, so this looks like it came out in 2007. I don't know if it was Kathy Barrick because I know Kathy Barrick was Carriage House Samplings. So I think it was, but I don't know because it was 2007. I think her sister took over, so I don't know. But how cute is this chart? Yeah, so that was from Etsy. And then I have some like, one more thing that I got at, for stash or for haul. I ordered from this new shop called Millions of Stitches, and they are in Toronto, Ontario. And so this is like a little card that came with it. It's just like a piece of Aida with this, it's a, what do you call it? Like a paper clip, and it has this cute little bow on it. And then a little note, hi Kathleen, wish you all the best, thank you. And this is like their card. Look at the owner's little pixel people. And then this is a sample product to you. Hope you enjoy, it says. And then there's a little, okay, so I thought that was so cute. And then I ordered, they had a little sale, so I ordered 32 count vintage Stormy Clouds, Lugana. Lugana. And it looks like this. So it's printed on the fabric, right? There's nothing on the back. So you know this is the side that this is not hand dyed, it's printed, I believe. But I was like, I bet you can do some stuff with this. And I wanted to just kind of try ordering some different fabrics because I do plan on dyeing more, but I thought this would be fun to have. And it was on sale, so I was like, yeah, I'll try it, okay. Twisted my arm into buying some more stuff. And then, oh, you guys. And then I ordered this huge bag. And it has, okay, I'll show you the back, but then you're not gonna believe the front. So this is the back, it has the cassette tapes. But look at the front. It's Aida. So I'm gonna stitch some. I was thinking I would put like StitchuationNormal, and then I can put like all my projects in here, or I don't know, whatever I want, because it's a really big bag. But yeah, so I don't know. It's a really big space to stitch something on, so I'm a little bit nervous about that. But like, how cool are these bags? So I'll put the link in case anyone else wants to get a huge bag. They have different patterns. There was like, I almost got a globe one, or maybe it was just maps. Maybe it was globes, I don't remember. There was like a space one, but the cassette tapes, I had to have the cassette tapes one. So yeah, that's all for my stash, my haul. But then I got so much Stitch kindness. I was spoiled this week. I don't know, what a good week to get spoiled, because I was emotionally exhausted at the or midday every day because of online learning. But like I said, I'm not gonna complain about that because we're making it through and we're so lucky. But it just, there were some really nice pick-me-ups that came. So the first one is from here we go, Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch. She had two of this chart, Hildeboo and Sunflowers 2 by Brenda Gervais. And she had this fabric, so she cut me a piece of the fabric and sent me the chart, and she even sent like the rickrack to go with it. Whoop! I dropped it. To go with it. So, and I smell a stitch along. So I'm so excited. I love this. This is 40 count linen. This is the called for linen 40 count. I'm gonna be trying 40 count. and I'm excited about that because everything's new to me, so everything's exciting. I don't know, I think she was like, do you want to stitch on 40 count? Like, do you stitch on 40 count? I'm like, well, I haven't, but I'm gonna try. I think she knows something I don't know about stitching on 40 count. And then she also sent me this one, the Blue Flower Halloween Parade. Love this. I love the little spooky dog. I love all of it. This little lady. And it says, strange things are seen on Halloween. And this one, which is designs that reflect, no. It's Homespun Elegance Trick or Treat Truck. Trick or Treat Truck. Thanks, Liz. And then Lisa sent me, and maybe you know Lisa from Instagram as a or CrossFit superstar, I should say. I was gonna say super fit, but it's CrossFit because I'm stupid and I don't know that stuff. CrossFit. Lisa does CrossFit. Okay. I'm gonna share this story about CrossFit before I get into Lisa. Sorry, Lisa. So my cousin does CrossFit, and she lived in Scotland for 7 years. I think she just moved back maybe 1 month ago, but she was there for a good while. And do you know who was in her CrossFit class? If you love Outlander, you're not gonna believe it, but Jamie from Outlander was in her CrossFit class, like regularly. So that's my connection to Outlander, is my cousin that was in his CrossFit class. But yeah, Lisa does CrossFit, and she's like, it's so inspirational. Her name's Snaps on Instagram, so check out her Instagram because she always is posting like stuff at the gym, and she posts motivational stuff too and really funny memes. But anyways, so she sent me this. I think this is what the first one that she wanted to send me was, normal is just a setting on the washer. Because if you remember in one of my earlier episodes, someone said that and I'd never heard it before, and then someone was like, oh, that's a chart, and I didn't know. So it's a Lizzie Kate chart. So she sent that one. And she sent me a whole bunch of just cute, really cute little ones. Little ones that I can finish in time for holidays and not try and do big, huge ones like I did before. I just love every single one of them. And this one. So thank you so much, Lisa. That came right on Friday after I was just completely done with online learning. I just was literally laying on the couch and I couldn't move. And I was like, and my husband would come and just like my eyes would move. Like I would look at him and I'd be like, yeah. But then I was like, woo, cross stitch charts. And I felt invigorated. And then last but not least, this came midweek. This was my midweek pick-me-up from Gamma's Treasure Shop, Dawn. I'm gonna link her shop and I'm gonna show you. She sent me, okay, so if you remember, she did our giveaway, and our giveaway winners have already contacted her, so that was awesome. Remember, I loved her Monopoly bag that she had? She made one, she was sold out of them, and she still made me another one and sent it to me, and I gotta show you the inside fabric of it. Like, how cute. And then she has her thread beds, right, that she includes, and there's a magnet here. And I usually put my scissors on this if I'm not, or if I don't have a needle minder, I put my needle on there, but I stick my scissors on there because sometimes they stab me, but like, and then she also sent me this one, which I'm obsessed with. It's Christmas cats. I should show you the bag. Like, how cute and how funny. They're wearing Christmas sweaters and scarves. So, and then the inside fabric is this beautiful polka dot, whatever you want to call it, and the thread bed as well. So thank you so much, Dawn. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Liz, for helping me through. This is our friends, right? Like, we help each other through, and you guys leave me comments all the time, and that lifts me up too. And I don't know. And sometimes you send me emails. It's amazing. I love it. So thank you so much to everyone who has watched and who's reached out or who's on Instagram or whatever. Oh yeah, I'm gonna link the shop. Everything I mentioned in the video, I'm gonna try my best to link, like the charts or the shops or whatever it is, so that if you feel enabled, you can go and do it. Oh my gosh, I'm so hot, guys. I should not have worn this sweater. I was wearing pajamas before and I was like, I'll just put this sweater on because it's been pretty cold, but I think it's nice today. Anyways, thank you so much, everyone. If you want to check out me on Instagram, I am at StitchuationNormal. And make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss videos. And I don't know, there probably was other stuff I should have mentioned, but we gotta wrap it up because I'm sweating. So thank you so much for watching. This has been episode 25, which I haven't been filming for a year yet, but that's coming up. My big 1 year of FlossTube is coming up, so stay tuned for that. We should do something fun for that. But I have done 25 videos, so thank you so much for watching, everyone, and send me a message, follow me on Instagram, all the stuff I've probably said twice already, but keep stitching your story, and I will see you next time.